I enjoyed Space Hulk on my Amiga back in 1993. I remember thinking that it was basically similar to another game I had on my Commodore 64, Aliens the computer game. Instead of Ripley and her crew, you command a squad of Space Marines, battling swarms of Genestealers, who, despite their name, aren't stockpiling Levi's. The exoskeletal monsters we're about to face do seem oddly familiar though. Let's dive in and retrospectively appreciate this great game from Electronic Arts, licensed by Games Workshop. Space Hulk isn't the first game to borrow from Aliens, but Space Hulk blends elements of role-playing games such as Dungeon Master, creating something unique in the process. You command squads of elite Space Marines, tasked with wiping out the Genestealers inside the hulking remains of abandoned spaceships. Since the Genestealers move much faster than your slow, lumbering tin cans, you can't just amble through the ship and hope for the best. That's where the planning screen comes in. Here you can set paths and issue orders for your squad, activating a limited use freeze time mode to strategize. Outside of this, the action is real time and relentless. If you hesitate, the Genestealers will turn your squad into space sushi before you can say, "Game over, man!" But don't mistake the freeze option for a regular pause button. Sure, it halts the action, but it's on a timer. Below the button, a little bar shows how much freeze time you've got left, and trust me, it drains faster than your phone battery at 1%. The good news is that you can earn more by playing in real time. Even catching your breath in Space Hulk comes with its own set of pressures, but that's the risk-reward mechanic that it offers. Space Hulk is massive, with over 50 missions spanning everything from quick extractions to full-scale exterminations, and there's a lengthy tutorial campaign to help you develop your strategy, which I'd highly recommend you run through if you're interested in getting into this game properly. At its core, Space Hulk is all about strategy combat. Get your troops into position, set time back to normal, and brace for the onslaught. You can leave them to fight on their own, but they won't last long without your intervention. This means constant switching between real-time combat, frozen planning mode, and tactical adjustments, which creates a unique stop-start rhythm that works surprisingly well. From the planning screen you can issue commands: move here, open that door, shoot that alien scum. From the view screen you see what your Marines see, and can take direct control when things inevitably go sideways. As mentioned, if left to their own devices, your troops will fire at anything in their line of sight. Just don't expect them to turn around if something's sneaking up behind them. Many a Marine has met an unfortunate end due to this minor oversight. Mastering both screens is essential, as swapping between strategy and action is the key to survival. The best approach? Freeze the game often, reposition your troops, and pray the Genestealers don't decide to pop out of events just as you unpause. The graphics are dark, gritty, and dripping with atmosphere, just enough to make you feel almost claustrophobic. The eerie background music, punctuated by gunfire, screams, and the heavy thud of power armour, keeps things intense. I also found it to be brutally difficult. Even seasoned players will find themselves repeatedly wiped out in the blink of an eye. Missions demand careful planning, keeping an eye on every angle to avoid an unfortunate and usually bloody end. When things go wrong, you don't always see what got you either, and just watch in horror as each Marine screen turns into a crimson splatterfest. Lovely. Genestealers are the only enemy you'll ever see though, luckily. However, missions sometimes involve retrieving objects rather than just killing everything in sight. But the environments are still the same, with the endless corridors, dim lighting, and the occasional alien tearing you apart. The real thrill is watching these Genestealers closing in while you desperately bark orders, knowing full well you're seconds away from disaster. It's unforgiving, frantic, and not for the faint of heart. But if you've ever dreamt of stepping into the armoured boots of a no-nonsense, alien-slaying super soldier, Space Hulk is your kind of game. Give it a whirl on your Commodore Amiga, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and please do consider subscribing to the channel if you're enjoying the nostalgic memories. With more Amiga games being added to the channel, they are now being broken down into year of release, so that your favourites will be easier to find on the channel. So do return and keep checking on the playlists, and with a bit of luck, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
You